So, good morning.
Good morning.
You welcome to Andela.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, my name is Raj. Yeah, I will be taking you through the interview today.
Alright.
So, the interview will take about 5 minutes. So, basically, Andela is a organization trying to raise world giants. They are actually the company called them developers. But in my estimation, how I want to own the story of Andela, I call them giants. So a world-class developer who are technically sound and who are sound in every other, as in they are very diverse individual, and who are generally great problem solver, making use of technology as a tool. So briefly, that's Andela. You're welcome once again.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome once again. So, can I meet you?
Yeah, I'm Laide. I'm a software developer. I've been so for quite a number of years.
Okay.
I heard about Handle and I thought it was a good step leaping forward. So I decided to apply into the program, and luckily, after some time, I found myself.
Interesting. So you said you heard about Andela.
Yeah.
So can you tell me what you think Andela is?
Yeah, so I think Handle is a place where software developers are being trained to be world-class developers and not just software developers. While you were talking about making people like complete leaders. I don't know that much though, but I know that Andela is a place where you can be made a world-class software developer. You can stand alongside people who work in Google, Facebook, blah blah blah. And that's just a bit I know.
Do you have any experience as a software developer?
Did you say as a software developer?
Yeah, as a software developer.
Oh yes, I do. I worked on a few projects before now, basically with PHP.
Basically on PHP.
Yeah.
Interesting. What version of PHP is that?
Oh, PHP 5.
Oh, PHP 5. Okay, interesting. So can you just give me one of the projects you've worked on that you've shared so much that like, if you're checking your portfolio, it's going to be the number one?
I really can point at one, but let me mention a few. I remember I worked on a project that had to do with something close to real estate management.
Okay.
I also worked on a project that had to do with an event management. Not like an event management, but an event website.
Okay.
Also something close to an e-commerce, not fully e-commerce though, because you can pay with your cards and stuff like that because of Nigerian constraints. Got something close to that.
So what technology do you use to build the e-commerce sites?
The page, like I said, not still the normal functional PHP, not the procedural
And
approach, not.
is people able to make payments using
No,
the e-commerce sites?
no, they weren't able to make. That's why I said they weren't able to make payments with internet pay because of the constraint of the owner of the app, the person they want to spend so much, believing that our clients would not want to go all the way using their card details on the site. So she preferred every other thing except payment by card.
Okay. So we can just say the app is not like fully functional, kind of.
Not fully e-commerce, kind of functional.
Yeah, it's e-commerce, but since they cannot make
Yeah.
payments, so
Not fully e-commerce, but functional, like you can use the app, but not.
I mean, the most important thing about an e-commerce app should be the payment aspect.
Yeah,
of
you're
it.
right. You're right. Yeah.
All right, so let's move on. That's interesting. You've done some quite technical, interesting technical stuff. But what do you prefer the most? Working as a team, or do you prefer like being a Shinarambo, like working as a Lone Ranger?
When you say Shinorago, what comes to mind is the guy with the bullet and the gun. But I like working in a team because.
Oh, sorry, I meant to say Rambo, not a Shinarambo.
Okay.
Rambo. Yeah.
Good. Okay. Good.
Like a loner.
Okay. So I think I prefer working in a team because even every Rambo also have the need to get some help at some point in time. So I like to be in a team.
Okay, well, let's have a scenario. If you are working in a team and kind of probably a team of 4 and about 2 members of the team are not cooperating, how do you handle such a situation? And you have a deadline to meet.
As a human being, we just must have to live with the fact that not everybody is cooperative at every point in time. So at every point in time, we'll have something to deliver, and at some point in time, some people will not be cooperative. So the best thing I can do is work with the person that is very cooperative because he said we are four. So that means at least one person is very cooperative.
Okay.
Work with that person, and also try to carry the other two along as much as possible. Even if their commitment to the cause is not so great, the little bit they can contribute will still go some way. That might just require some extra discipline and commitment from the two of us that are cooperative. But we'll get the job done.
All right, that's good to know. What are your expectations working with Andela? What are your expectations?
So I said that I heard that or read that Andela is a place where world-class software developers are built.
Okay.
So the list of my expectations would be that by the time I'm through with Andela, I should actually be world-class. That would depend on me, and that would also depend on the Andela inputs.
So in short, I believe you have determined to commit to the 4 years program if given this opportunity.
Oh yeah, if I'm given this opportunity, I'm committed to the 4 years.
Are you married?
No, I'm not. I don't look like I'm married. Do I look like I'm married?
Of course, it's not written on the face.
Oh yeah, I'm not married.
Okay. Okay, let's get a bit technical. Can you briefly tell me about MVCs?
So yeah, I can tell you about MVCs, but do not forget that I said I'm writing functional PHP. The MVC is just a bit of technical term wrapped around model view controllers, when you abstract the logic of the business away from the presentation logic, and then there is also a controller that is like the intermediary between what is happening in the business and what is being presented to the user. So MVC is just model view controller, model is the business logic.
What frameworks have you used before now?
Not so much though, but Code Igniter before it got sold by Ellis Lab.
Before?
It got sold by Ellis Lab.
Okay. Okay. So what do you use now?
Basically, I write functional PHP and procedural PHP. So I just write Code Igniter a little.
You write procedural PHP. What about OOP?
Yeah, the only time that I've written OOP is when I use Code Igniter for just a few projects.
Okay.
That's not majorly my fault though. What is most common around here is procedural PHP. So that's.
All right. So that's interesting to know. Do you have any question for me?
Yeah. So I want to know the expectation of. I know Andela is a place where people are trained.
Okay.
I'd like to know the expectation of Andela from their fellows and how much time it takes to learn new stuff. Because I heard that Andela is a place where you could be thrown into a stack you've never worked on before. For example, if I come in and I'm not sure I'm going to work with PHP.
Okay.
And even if I'm going to work with PHP, probably I'm going to learn something new in PHP, not the procedural approach again. So how long does it take to blend in? Is there some grace period? Is there some period for trying to blend into the program while you're learning new stuff?
Well, I can see you already have some insider information, but all the same, well, learning at Andela, when it's actually we are trying to redefine education. Basically, every individual should be able to move at their own pace, and most importantly, we are not trying to hardwire people into just using a language. We want people who are very, very versatile, who can easily pick up any stack, learn it under a very short period of time, and they are going to create wonderful things with it. So basically, it depends on you, but I want to assure you, you have a lot of leverages at Andela. You have the trainers to leverage on, you have the software department, the engineering department to leverage on, and you also have your fellow fellows, as we call them here. So you have your fellow fellows that you can leverage on, as well as you have the internet facility. So I mean, the world is at your fingertip. So basically, you can only be held by yourself. You can't be held by yourself.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So I have another question. What happens if I choose to leave Andela before 4 years? That's not the plan though, but I just like to know.
Well, when you choose to leave the plan at the end of 4 years or
before 4 years,
before the end of 4 years, well, for now we do not have a kind of a bond or anything. If you desire to leave, to move forward, but basically it is not encouraged, because of course, if your desire to come into the program is to be a world-class developer, I mean, why should you leave before the end of the program? So it is generally encouraged that you stay to the end of the program so that you can benefit from the program. And because basically what we are trying to do is we are trying to change the face of Africa. We're trying to change perception of how people feel about Africans. That Africans are not beggars, Africans are wonderful people, they are talented, they are gifted, they are smart. So, I mean, if you leave before the end of the program, you will not have helped us to achieve our dream. And I believe, of course, if you are coming on board, yeah, you will be coming in, grabbing supporting our dream with full hearts. So,
Right. Thank you
let's
very
carry
much.
that it. Yeah. So, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you hear from us, we get back to you.
Thank you.